Okay, today we're going to continue on. We started last week. I talked about the unshakable eights and just the attitude we need for marketing. And then I started getting more into the pillars of marketing. I actually put a picture out there with some pillars, and some people go, "Isn't that Dan Kennedy stuff?" Well, yeah, Dan Kennedy talks about the whole idea with pillars. And he talks about it's not just marketing. When you do pillars, it's strong enough to hold up your business. And that's what the whole idea about the pillars there with the Coliseum or something like that. These aren't just ideas of marketing that you can throw together and do sometimes. For instance, if you're doing birthday parties, someone who just does birthday parties, may do it every once in a while. They probably did a real good job at one time, but they just don't do it on a continual basis. Then there's someone like Brandon Belizzo out in San Francisco, and he has it so each of his 2 martial arts schools has to do 4 parties a weekend. They have to do 2 on Saturday, 2 on Sunday. It's a huge revenue generating. I think he does $9,000 a month just on birthday parties. In addition, he's getting hundreds of people that have never taken a class, hundreds of kids coming in, meeting his instructors, having fun, getting introduced to martial arts. And of course, some of those people are going to want to continue. So that's the difference between, hey, I do birthday parties, and hey, birthday parties is one of my marketing pillars. So I really love marketing. I was talking to Charles Jernigan a few minutes ago. And the reason I love marketing is there's certain aspects of owning a martial arts school. And there's the job. We all love the job. We love getting out there, teaching students, making a difference. I mean, that's the job that we probably do for free. Some of you guys probably do it for free, which we want to change and make it a little more lucrative. But that's the fun of running a martial arts school. But we decided to go into business where almost everyone quits. So every time we get a student, we know that, hey, out of this student, I love to have them go to black belt. But in reality, 5 to 7% of our people quit every single month. That could be 80% a year. So really the business of a martial arts school is marketing and acquiring new students. In the past, we've talked about the intro process. We've talked about people taking a tour, how we assign them up. But now we're really looking for people who now making a decision, not only do they want to do martial arts, but they want to learn from us. That takes a little expense. So we have to get our name out there. We've got to do different things. So the budget for schools is generally 10%. 10% of your gross you're going to be spending on marketing. Now, there's a limit to that. For single school, I think when you get to like $2,000, that's probably a good, strong marketing budget to keep things going. But as you get going, 10% of your gross should be used on marketing. This would include having a great website, tying that website into everything you do with Rainmaker. It's paying for your Facebook ads. It's paying for printed materials, paying for print ads. All that's going into your marketing budget. The cool thing, when I was just saying about Brandon and using a marketing pillar for birthday parties, he's actually making money. So he does have an expense of marketing these parties, but a lot more is on the return. So if you just say, hey, if he just spent 20% of what he makes on birthday parties, that would be his whole marketing budget. So that's one of the reasons that, I really like birthday parties. But we do have to have a budget. Some people don't use their budget, and then they start thinking, hey, I'm not getting results I wanted to get. I'm stuck. I've been here at 70 students or 80 students, and I'm just stuck. Well, when you have 70 or 80 students, you have to realize now I'm actually losing more students before. I've got more students, so I start losing more students, which means I even have to sign up more students per month to grow. So you do have to set a budget, and again, that budget is for marketing. We're not going to spend anything else. It's used to make our schools grow, and it's used to support the business of martial arts schools. So what can we do? Well, again, one of the things that I like is something as simple as a rack card. This is old style print. When I say old style, a lot of people think all their marketing should be done online now. Well, A lot of people, you just got to look around when you go to different businesses. A lot of people still use print marketing. Your rack cards are actually a nice billboard in all the businesses around town. So if you have 100 businesses that are supporting you and displaying your rack cards, you're going to get a lot of potential customers seeing these. If they have an interest in martial arts, maybe they're currently having problems and they're looking to get their kids into martial arts, they see one of the flyers, they're going to grab one. A good chance when they get home, they're going to get on your website and learn more about your school. So when we start thinking of rack cards, thinking of it as offline marketing for online results. This is one of the things that's going to drive people to go to your website. In addition, as you're getting businesses to display your rack cards, it's giving you a chance to meet other business owners and see what you can do together to benefit each business. So if I'm working with a pizza house and I'm buying my pizzas from him for my birthday parties and we do events and he appreciates that business, if I ask him to put my rack cards in his location, he's probably going to do it. If I ask him to actually put these rack cards on each pizza he sells, there's a good chance he's going to do that. So there's a benefit for him for working with a martial arts school because maybe our students are recommended to go to his pizza house. Maybe he's giving me a 10% discount. But again, we're working together to help each other's business. And so it's just a mutual benefit. Moderate effort. If you have 100 locations, maybe you're going to spend an hour and a half a week going to 25 of those locations, talking to the business owners, building that relationship. While you're there, replenishing your rack cards. While you're there, maybe handing out some guest passes to him and his team. So it's moderate effort. It's pretty easy getting these out. I'm just going to go to a business. I have my martial arts school. I'm promoting my kids' safety program. Could you help us keep kids in our community safe? Could I display my rack cards in your business? At the same time, is there anything I can do for you? Pretty easy presentation. When I had my school in Florida, I had two ladies going out business to business. I just found out they got turned down a lot less than if I did it myself. So putting the right people behind this task can get some really good results. In addition to possibly getting people to my website, the benefits are branding. Now, the more I can get my name and my logo out in the community, the better chance that when the time comes that someone needs martial arts, they're going to think of the name of my school, not just martial arts, but I see East West Karate out there all the time. I'm going to call them. Next thing, I know I was talking to Mr. Convento last week. He does Peach Jar. I think Peach Jar is a great way. Schools, academic schools, use Peach Jar to send notifications to parents concerning school activities. So when people get a message from Peach Jar, they know it concerns their academic school, so there's a great chance that people are going to open it. The school doesn't just select certain kids to get notices. They go to all the parents, all the students in the school system. It's really a digital flyer for every kid in your school district. I just took this off the Peach Jar website. It says Peach Jar was founded on the belief that every child deserves the opportunity to achieve their full potential. Join us in our mission to give every child access to quality after-school programs. After-school programs, meaning here is after-school activities. So when you go onto their website, and if you go onto the Peachtree Facebook site, you're going to see pictures of kids maybe in a bathing suit, and they say that they've taken up swimming after school as part of their after-school programs. They feel so good about their ability to swim, so you can see all types of things. If you go on the Peachtree Facebook site, you start looking at the photos, start going down there, you can see quite a few for martial arts, and they'll have a kid doing martial arts, and they'll have the benefits of a child learning martial arts after school. Peachtree, or Peach, saying Peachtree because I had a friend who had a school in Peachtree, Georgia, but Peach Jar is fairly affordable. I forget what Sal Convento does, but he's got like, I think it's $1,600 a month that he's doing, but I think he has 40-something academic schools that are sending these flyers out all the time, so he's getting great distribution. Next thing is Every Door Direct Mail. Now, Every Door Direct Mail was designed by the post office as an inexpensive way to send postcards to areas in your community. Now, when I say areas of community, you can actually choose mail routes. So you can get on EDDM on the post office site. They'll show you all the postal routes in your town, and you can choose to go, hey, I like this area. This area is close to my school. There's a lot of houses in that area. I'm going to do an Every Door Direct Mail. You probably get these all the time, especially after the midterm elections. A lot of politicians were using Every Door Direct Mail. They're big in size. I mean, you can do a full sheet of paper if you want. These pictures here were from Get Students. I think they're half of a full-size 8.5 by 11 page. And what you do is when they're printed up, it's got this little stamp in the area, and you pick out the mail routes you want. And we'll say you picked out a mail route in your town that has 350 houses on it. You count 350 cards. You tie them together with a piece of paper and elastic. You put the mail route on there. You pay for them online. You just deliver them to the post office, and they're going to put them in everyone's mailbox on that route. So it's great for targeting neighborhoods. It's not as good as Peachtree as far as the demographics, because again, with Every Door Direct Mail, you may send 350 out, and out of 150 of those houses, they don't have children. But that's a chance you have to take. They're inexpensive to print. I believe they're 18 cents each to deliver. So that's another option for branding and get your message out. I find a lot of schools like these for back to school and for summer classes. It's just kind of specific. Oh, also around Christmas time. This is a great way to get that you're doing a Christmas gift package. Next thing I think it's really important is to make sure you have invitations for your students. So when you're planning an event, part of your marketing is to make sure all your students have invitations. So if you're doing a Schools Out Buddy Bash, when school gets out in the springtime, you're going to have a party for all the kids so they can say goodbye to each other, and they can bring friends. Kids that aren't going away, they're going to have summer activities in your school. Some of the kids coming may not have thought about martial arts for the summertime, and they'll get introduced. But if you want a really good turnout, it's really going to improve if you give invitations to your students. You can't imagine having a 7-year-old kid going to school and invite every single kid in his class personally to come to this Buddy Bash. That's not going to happen. But if mom gives him 30 cards and tells them to give it to all their friends in their classroom, he's going to do that. So if you're having a Schools Out Buddy Bash, back to school Buddy Bash, doing birthday parties, having a Halloween party, you're doing a Valentine's Day party, you're doing graduation, make it easy for your students and for the parents of your students to invite other people by having invitations. This one I love, a Terrific Kid card. It's probably the easiest card to give out to prospects, which is pretty funny because I didn't get one of these yesterday, but I was taking my dog for a walk yesterday, and there was a woman that had a whole bunch of things in her hand, looked like flyers, and she was walking in the other direction, and she saw my dog. She wanted to pet my dog, start talking to her, find out that she's just opening a fitness place in town, and she does private training, and she gave me a guest pass. So she actually had something in her hand to give to me. So it's really important that you have something to hand out to prospects. Terrific Kid is I'm out someplace and I see mom. I'm at Costco's and I see mom with a couple of kids. And I walk up to her and say, sorry, I said, looks like you've got a couple of terrific kids there. And I've got a martial arts school and I'd love to give you these 2 passes for 2 free weeks of classes. So it's just so easy to approach someone and talk to them about their kids if you're saying, hey, you've got a terrific kid. When I had my school in Mesa, Arizona, there was a dentist who had a shop right across the street from me. I used to give him the terrific kid cards because he was also my dentist. And he would give them to kids that sat in the chair and had their dental exam. So after they're done, they get their sticker, they get their toothbrush and toothpaste and floss, and then they get a terrific kid card. So besides you giving them out, it's easy to give them out like through doctor's office or dentist's offices. Having guest passes that go along with your class management. So if you're doing Black Belt Excellence, and this month we're talking all about appreciation. So if you're talking about appreciation and you say, hey parents, I have some guest passes here. I know probably the biggest compliment you could give us, of course, is recommending a friend to come to our school. You probably have some friends too that have children that could use lessons like we're talking about, like appreciation. I'm going to give all the parents today 2 guest passes. Feel free to hand them out to your friends. Try to pick someone that's going to really appreciate it, or maybe their kids are really need martial arts training. So it's a good way to, and just an easy way to hand out passes for your parents. Because you don't know if your parents all of a sudden get in conversation with someone at work and go, hey, my kids do martial arts. They just have a blast doing it. Probably really something your child would like too. It goes, oh, cool. Give me more information. Well, if the mom had a couple of guest passes in her pocketbook, you're going to get better results than if she just says, you can look online. It's called East West Karate. You can look them up. So very, very cool. Also, your staff members should have some type of business cards. They started something in the business because my children run the site called Get Students. They made a big thing out of doing a thick business card, just so it felt different in the hand than a regular business card. Then one of their competitors came out with a thicker business card, and then my son came out with a thicker business card. Now I think they have the thickest one in the business, but the structure is just like that. It feels good in the hand. It's got a color on the side. So if you had a bunch of cards laying on a table, you can actually see that maybe it's a black card with bright red along the side. It's just really eye-catching. But make sure your instructors have it. So they're out someplace, they're out Walmart. Someone goes, hey, aren't you the instructor at that martial arts school? Yeah, I am. And goes, how do I get started? Well, it'd be really nice if they had a business card or card to hand out to someone instead of just saying, hey, let me grab my phone or your phone number. Having something to present is really, really important. So again, these fit in your budget because they're very, very inexpensive. I did a contest with a group of people that I was working with on who can sign up the most students in a month. And Diego Perez from Better Families Through Taekwondo in Miami actually won the contest. He did these. These are like business cards in a tent. So it's a business card on both sides and on the inside. The inside, since it folds in half, it's got a big picture. Well, what he did is, he's in Miami. There's a lot of local restaurants. There's some sports bars. And he got these on every table. So it wasn't just like a rack card in a location. These family restaurants put them on every single table in their business. They put them like 3 or 4 on a table so they're all stuck together. Because when you go to a restaurant, you just look around, people either on their cell phones or they're picking something up off the table, playing with the salt and pepper shaker, they're doing something. He just did really, really good. So these 10 cards, just a little more expensive than a business card, but they're great for tabletops. If you go to a family restaurant, in fact, Tom Baker does these. There's a restaurant in his town where kids eat for free on Wednesdays. So when we talked to the owner of the restaurant, he said, our parents are always looking for something to do. They're watching classes usually between 4 and 5 o'clock. Mom's not making dinner. They would love to come here and have where the kids can eat free. So we're going to recommend all our students come here after classes on Wednesday. At the same time, would you mind putting these cards on every table? So it's a great way to reciprocate. They're getting a benefit. They're getting more people to buy dinners there. You're getting the benefit by getting your marketing cards on every single table. So this is just a marketing pillar for invitations and cards. We say everything should be a pillar. We start thinking about all these things. If you invested in every single one, you may be spending $600, with the exception of Peach Jar. Oh, there's one other I wanted to talk about too. I'm going to just break away from this 1 second here. Okay. Let me just share my screen with this. This other one you could do, this is called Macaroni Kid. You can look up Macaroni Kid on their website, or this one is Macaroni Kid Palm Beach. If you're a parent and you're looking for activity, as you can see right on the top of their Facebook page is Find Your Family Fun. If you're looking for something to do, you can post your event on this site. It's called Macaroni Kid. So people in this is on my town, so West Palm Beach, events for kids in Northern Palm Beach. They click on this, and they've got events that kids can go to. So if you had your martial arts school, maybe you're doing a beginner's martial arts workshop, and it's going to be Saturday from 10 to 12 o'clock. So this is an event where all kids can go. They've never taken martial arts, can try a martial arts class. There's no charge for the community. They'll advertise your events on Macaroni Kids. So parents in your town that have kids, and that, some of the moms are always looking for different things for the kids to experience, this is a great way to promote your events. So again, that one's called Macaroni Kid.
Is that nationwide, sir?
Yes, sir.
MacaroniKids.com?
I don't know if it's macaronikids.com, but it probably is.
Okay.
Very cool. So that's just taking simple marketing. Again, just want to just share these marketing pillars with you. I'm sure that there's something that you're going to find that you really like, you like to do. I was telling Charles Jarnigan, when I opened my school in Florida, it was a long time ago. It was like early 90s. There wasn't Facebook. There wasn't social media. Almost everything we did was some type of print marketing. When I went to town, I just made a commitment. If it was printed, my name was going to be on it. I don't care if it's a sales receipt from a grocery store, my name was going to be on it. If it was a thing for a TV guide, my name was going to be on it. The newspaper, I was always on page 3, top right corner. Never missed one. It was always on that page. So anytime someone got the Coral Springs Forum, open it up, top right-hand corner, that's my ad. Always look very, very similar. So I did an immense amount of branding. This is one cool one that I haven't shared in a long time. But I talk about rack car locations. When I started doing my rack car locations in Florida, I also talked to the business owners. They go, we have a group of our students, probably got 200 people in this program. It's called our Black Belt Club. And I really like to increase the benefits for our Black Belt Club. Right now, kids get certain things. It would really be cool if I could get some people in town that would give a discount to my Black Belt members. So I have 200 people that I could send your way if they got a discount. And I got tons of people to do this. I had pizza places. I had other types of restaurants. I had sporting goods stores. I had printing places. I had dry cleaners. And these people would actually put a sign on the back of this is how old it was, their cash register that would say, "We honor East West Karate Black Belt Club discounts." So my people would come in, show them their ID from the martial arts school, their Black Belt Club card, and they would get discounts. So everything. But getting back to, branding was so important to me. I just came into town. The town I went to had a lot of strong martial arts schools. I mean, June Reed's martial arts school was just down the street from me. ATA had schools in town. It wasn't like I was going into a place with no competition. So I want to make sure my name was out there, and I just made a commitment. If it's printed, I'm going to be on there. So now if it's printed, you're going to be on there, and you're going to be all over social media. Any questions, anyone? We're good? Okay, well, Thanks for participating and listening. I will make a recording of this. Yesterday, I added the recording of the meeting to the Rainmaker Business Solution page, and I also included my notes. So I will do the same today. I'll do a link so you can download the notes, and I'll put the recording in case you want to share it with members of your staff.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Bye now.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks.